Whispers of the ancient guardians. The ballot tree stands tall, draped in tangled roots that cascade like the arms of time itself. More than just a tree, it is a living legend, a silent witness to centuries of stories whispered from one generation to the next. In Filipino culture, the ballot is not merely wood and leaf, but a gateway to the unseen, a threshold where the human world brushes against the realm of spirits. When the wind rustles through its branches, some say it carries voices, murmurs of the ancient guardians who dwell within. Paired with the creak of the wood and the shadows it casts under the moon, the ballot sets the stage for mystery, inviting awe, fear, and reverence in equal measure. First encounters, tales of the Kapre. Among the spirits said to guard the ballot, the Kapre is one of the most feared and respected. Described as a towering figure, dark-skinned with fiery eyes that pierce the night, the Kapre often sits upon the branches, his massive form wreathed in the smoke of a never-ending tobacco. For some, the Kapre is a trickster, known for his mischievous pranks, like moving objects or leading travelers astray in the forest. Others describe encounters that feel protective, even gentle, as though the Kapre is watching rather than harming. Across the provinces, stories abound. Neighbors who smelled tobacco smoke at midnight though no one nearby smoked, or children who felt a heavy gaze from the treetops. Whether friend or foe, the Kapre remains unforgettable. Beyond the ballot, other eerie inhabitants. But the Kapre is not alone. The ballot is also said to be home to the Encanto, fair folk of the Philippines, radiant yet dangerous. Their beauty can lure mortals into a trance, leading them astray until they vanish into the woods forever. Then there are the Diwata, guardians of nature who embody grace and fury alike. When honored with offerings, they bless the land with abundance. When disrespected, they unleash their wrath in storms or sickness. Unlike Western tree spirits or dryads, the Filipino spirits are deeply tied to both reverence and warning, making the ballot not just mystical, but moral. The shaman's wisdom, appeasing the spirits. For generations, shamans, known as albulario or healers, have taught the proper ways of honoring these unseen beings. Rituals are performed under moonlight, offerings of food, betel nut, or tobacco placed at the foot of the tree. Respect is paramount, to ignore it is to invite misfortune. Cautionary tales serve as reminders, farmers who cut down a ballot without permission falling ill the next day, travelers mocking the tree only to lose their way home, families plagued by strange happenings after disturbing its roots. In each story, the lesson is clear: what is unseen must not be taken lightly. The enduring mystery: why these legends persist. Why do these stories remain, even in the age of modern science and technology? Perhaps it is the psychological weight of the unknown, the power of a dark silhouette against a pale moon, the smell of smoke when no fire burns, the unease of footsteps in a lonely road. These tales shape communities, teaching respect for nature, instilling caution in the curious, and binding people together through shared belief. Even today, ballot lore lives on in films, television, and art, modern storytellers breathing new life into ancient myths. Yet the mystery remains unsolved, the questions unanswered. Do you believe the whispers of the ballot are just the wind, or the voices of ancient guardians still watching over us? Now, the question turns to you. Have you ever felt the gaze from the treetops? Smelled the faint trace of tobacco smoke in the dark? Share your own eerie encounters, and let the legend live on.